It's a metropolis. It's interconnected. It gets complicated more and more every day.
The Bay Area is a paradox. We are the envy of the world in terms of our regional economy and the talent, the investment, the creativity that we have here. But we are failing as a region to house people, to build adequate infrastructure and transportation, and most importantly, to address inequality that is fueled by the lack of housing and transit.
Since World War II, we have really seen the region, San Francisco, follow patterns of either prioritizing or isolating populations very systematically.
In California, the system's complicated. The process is difficult, the progress is slow, and meanwhile, everyone's sitting around waiting for housing, jobs, income.
These are really big issues, and we should have begun addressing them a long time ago.
There has to be a way to cut all the wires and the red tape. There's got to be a way to speed this up, to accelerate. After a decade of doing resiliency and adaptation projects, just waiting for the system, we started a project in San Francisco Bay called Indian Basin. It has an entirely different model where you're designing the physical, the framework, the financial, all at the same time. The requirements and partnerships and boundaries all shift in such a way that a lot more is possible.
It has still an extraordinary context and a willing community around it in terms of embracing change.
Indian Basin is championed by its community. It'll be dense, walkable, connected, resilient in many ways. It'll have a big park, and all of that is what funds the coastal adaptation. Our firm's called Bionic. We're based here in San Francisco. We're landscape architects. We invent landscapes. The timing of this challenge is perfect. We know this challenge. We've made some breakthroughs. A key collaborator is Michael Yarny, and there's no one else with his skill set.
My passion is building extraordinary urban environments, and my focus in doing that is the nexus of land use law, real estate development, and public policy.
Housing, affordability, they're part of every conversation. Enterprises joined our team because they're involved in this topic in all 9 counties. Ann Griffith knows the subject better than anybody, especially the funding.
The challenge presents an opportunity to actually get in front of a problem. I'd like to be a part of that.
At this scale, we need to be ready for anything. Penn Design and WXY are our collaborators. They both did really smart, compelling projects for the East Coast RBD. Penn Design, they're great designers. Their research is cutting edge, and it's the kind of thinking and technical ability that will unlock the possibilities of the challenge.
Our team has extensive modeling and simulation expertise, and this allows us to analyze multivariable damage arising from flooding and storm events at both regional levels as well as highly detailed localized conditions.
Praxis facilitates collaborations across disciplines and specializes in civic engagement and social impact projects.
WXY is a multidisciplinary firm, focuses on waterfronts, social infrastructure issues, and adaptive reuse, particularly in communities where they've been left behind.
We're going to get to a point where it's our team, a site, and a community to work with. And this is where our team's commitment to engagement is going to make a difference.
I always approach a new situation from the perspective that my best allies in answering the question are the people in the room.
How do we leverage what we've done and then go further and leave something lasting in the community?
Our vision is simple. Focus on the lowest areas where even a slight increase is a disaster. We've devised a model for designing waterfronts that can fully enable the best research and knowledge that's out there. It's an exciting collaboration. It's going to be good.